Imagine an alien species living right under our noses, on our beaches, in our gardens. Yes, you heard it right, the hermit crab. These quirky crustaceans are known for their peculiar behavior and unique lifestyles. They are the nomads of the animal kingdom, constantly on the move, always in search of the perfect home. But their choice of residence isn't a cave, a burrow, or a nest. No, these little adventurers prefer the discarded shells of other sea creatures. Their shell-switching habit is a fascinating one. As they grow, they must find larger shells to accommodate their expanding bodies. They'll even queue in an orderly line from smallest to largest, waiting for the crab at the front to vacate its shell. This behavior, known as a vacancy chain, is a complex social interaction rarely seen in such low-level organisms. It's as if they know something we don't, as if they're operating on a different plane of understanding. But what if this isn't just a peculiar characteristic of an interesting creature? What if this is a sign, a clue, a hint at something far more profound? What if the hermit crab isn't just a crab? What if it's not even from this planet? This might sound ludicrous, even laughable, but bear with us. Look beyond the ordinary, step outside the box of conventional wisdom. Consider their unique morphology, their exoskeletons, their multifaceted eyes, their ability to regenerate limbs. These are not just anomalies, they're marvels of biological engineering, and their shell-switching behavior, it's not just a survival strategy, it's a level of complexity that defies our understanding of animal behavior. Are these the characteristics of a creature from Earth? Or are these the signs of an alien life form, living among us, hiding in plain sight? These seemingly innocent creatures carry a secret that might shake the foundations of our understanding of life itself. Now take a closer look at the hermit crab. Notice anything strange? Their anatomy defies our understanding of terrestrial life forms. Indeed, the hermit crab is an enigma of nature, sporting a collection of features that seem almost alien in comparison to other life forms we are familiar with. Let's delve into the peculiar anatomy of these creatures, which may just support the theory that they are not of this world. Firstly, consider their exoskeleton. Unlike the soft, flexible skin of mammals or the feather and scale-covered bodies of birds and reptiles, hermit crabs are encased in a hard, protective exoskeleton. This armor-like outer shell not only serves as a defense mechanism, but also functions as a support structure, since these creatures lack an internal skeleton. An exoskeleton is common among arthropods, true, but the hermit crabs is distinctively robust and well adapted for survival in harsh environments, much like what we might expect from a life form evolved on a different planet. Then, there's the hermit crab's ability to regenerate limbs. Lose a leg? No problem. Given time, a hermit crab can grow it back, a feat of biological engineering that is beyond most other creatures on Earth. This regenerative capability is not only fascinating, but it's also indicative of a highly adaptive species, capable of surviving and thriving in an array of environments, terrestrial or otherwise. Next, let's talk about their twisted abdomen. Unlike other crabs, hermit crabs have a soft, spiral-shaped abdomen designed to fit perfectly into the spiral shells they call home. This unique feature, so different from other crustaceans, is another testament to their alien-like uniqueness. Lastly, consider their eyes on stalks. These periscopic eyes give hermit crabs a panoramic view of their surroundings, a feature that's not only unusual but is also rather advantageous, particularly for an alien life form in a strange new world. No other creature on Earth shares these strange characteristics. Could it be that hermit crabs are not of this Earth? Beyond their alien-like anatomy, hermit crabs exhibit behaviors that are out of this world. Let's delve a little deeper into these behaviors, which are not just unusual but also fascinating. Firstly, the shell-switching behavior of hermit crabs is something you might find in an alien movie. Unlike other creatures that grow their own protective shells, hermit crabs are real estate connoisseurs, constantly on the lookout for bigger and better shells as they grow. This shell-swapping behavior is like nothing else on Earth. Imagine if we humans had to constantly upgrade our skin as we grew. Quite an alien concept, isn't it? Moving on, we come to their social structure, which is equally intriguing. Hermit crabs are known to form a kind of queue, from the largest to the smallest, when a new shell becomes available. They then switch shells in an orderly fashion, each crab moving into the newly vacated shell in front of them. Now, isn't that a level of cooperation and orderliness that you'd expect from an advanced civilization, not from a creature with a brain the size of a grain of sand? But that's not all. Hermit crabs are primarily nocturnal creatures, coming out at night to feed and explore. This not only helps them avoid predators but also adds to their alien mystique. After all, many stories of alien encounters happen under the cover of darkness. Lastly, hermit crabs have the remarkable ability to survive in both land and sea. They can breathe through gills and can also absorb oxygen from the air. This adaptability to different environments is another trait that seems out of this world. Just imagine if extraterrestrial beings could survive in the vacuum of space and on Earth. Such behavior is eerily similar to the survival tactics we might expect from an extraterrestrial species. So, next time you see a hermit crab scuttling around, remember, it could be our very own little alien living among us. The evidence pointing towards hermit crabs being aliens is compelling and impossible to ignore. Let's delve into the fascinating world of scientific theories and studies that suggest these extraordinary creatures might not be from our planet. First, let's consider their evolutionary history. Hermit crabs have been around for over 100 million years, surviving the mass extinction events that wiped out many other species. Their ability to adapt and survive through such catastrophic events is quite remarkable, and it suggests an origin beyond Earth. Some scientists speculate that hermit crabs could have arrived on our planet via panspermia, a theory that life exists throughout the universe, and is spread by asteroids, comets, and other celestial bodies. Next, we look at their resistance to radiation. Studies show that hermit crabs can survive levels of radiation that would be lethal to most other forms of life. This resistance is commonly found in extremophiles, organisms that thrive in extreme conditions such as deep-sea vents and radioactive environments. Could hermit crabs' radiation resistance be an adaptation from a harsher, more radioactive home planet? Lastly, their ability to survive extreme conditions is truly out of this world. Hermit crabs can live in a variety of environments, from the deep sea to the tropical shoreline, enduring vast changes in pressure, temperature, and salinity. This adaptability is a key trait of an extraterrestrial organism, able to survive in a variety of planetary environments. There's also the peculiar fact that hermit crabs are decapod crustaceans, yet they've evolved a soft, spirally curved abdomen, unlike their hard-shelled relatives. This unique adaptation allows them to inhabit discarded shells, but it also raises questions. Why would an earthbound creature evolve such a distinct and seemingly disadvantageous trait? Unless of course it's not from Earth at all. The evidence is mounting. The hermit crab, our friendly beach companion, might be an alien. We've seen the evidence, we've observed their behavior, we've analyzed their anatomy. The conclusion is inescapable. Let's take a step back and look at the big picture. We've delved into the world of hermit crabs, those curious little creatures that have sparked such debate. We've explored their anatomy, a complex structure that seems so alien to our own, with bodies that can regenerate lost limbs, an ability that is far beyond human capabilities. We've observed their behavior, their unique rituals and practices that are so different from any other species on this planet. They have a fascinating social structure, where they line up in size order to exchange shells, a behavior that makes us question whether they are truly from this world. And finally, we've examined the evidence, the strange coincidences and anomalies that point towards an extraterrestrial origin. The peculiar fact that hermit crabs can live both on land and in water, a versatility that is rarely seen in other creatures. The way they carry their homes on their backs, a trait that could be likened to a nomadic alien species traveling through space. So, what does this all mean? Are hermit crabs truly aliens in disguise, or are they just a product of Earth's diverse and complex biosphere? The answer is not clear-cut. There are certainly elements of their anatomy and behavior that are eerily alien-like. But then again, our planet is home to an array of strange and wonderful creatures, each with their own unique characteristics and behaviors. Perhaps the hermit crab is just another example of the incredible diversity of life on Earth. Or perhaps there's more to it. Perhaps the hermit crab is a sign, a hint that life in the universe is more varied and fascinating than we could ever imagine. Hermit crabs, aliens in disguise, or just an earthly oddity? The evidence leaves us with more questions than answers. Perhaps as we seek life beyond our planet, we should first look closer to home,